स्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुश्रवणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। As you are chanting, I hope you see the meaning of it also. Try as far as possible. The last one, as I coming in, you are talking about, chanting about that. Shurnite uttamangai, the face of the Lord in which everybody is going in. Some head is crossed, some are hanging between the teeth. It sounds very funny, isn't it? But when you see this reality of the vast universe, where everything is continuously dying and changing, even though it is a very ferocious or awesome spectacle, yet it can create a sense of relief, laughter also. That is why you shall see many devotees, they have, when they appreciate what the Ishvara truth is all about, they become almost like a pali-pali, friendly with the gods. One such story, like yesterday, other day I was telling you about Tenali Raman, when Devi appears before him and he smiles because she has 1,000 heads. So innocent, she starts smiling. And the Devi asked, why are you smiling? I catch cold, one nose I cannot handle. You have 1,000 nose, 2 hands only. Very funny. In a Puri Jagannath temple, there was also a great devotee called Balaram Das. Just like you have that Kanakadas, Surdas, Kabir Das. So they are also Jagannath Das, Balaram Das. The Balaram Das, he will be, when he goes to the temple, he will worship Jagannath, of course. But when he goes to wife's temple, Lakshmi's temple, he will have a, very sort of a funny word for her. Because Lakshmi is supposed to be, one eye little squint. Lakshmi is supposed to be squint. And when you look here, you don't know where is he looking. That is right. That is Lakshmi. Why? That's a nice symbol also. Like, Lakshmi can never stay steady in one place. What is the reason? Very nicely, Vana, in Kadambari, in this classic he writes, Lakshmi stays in Padmavana, in the lotus forest. When she is going in the lotus forest, these thorns on the lotus stem gets into her feet. So because of she is walking all the time in the lotus forest, so most of the time it will be pricked by this little thorn in the lotus. So this prosperity, Lakshmi is something, cannot stay in one place for a long time. Today you may be king, tomorrow you are a beggar. A very prosperous person, you don't know what you are tomorrow. So Lakshmi cannot. So see, but he will have always a little sarcastic word. So, Terry means, in Odia called it Terry. Terry means, oh, squint, how are you? Mother got very angry. Said, how can you call me like that? He said, I'm cursing you. You shall never die in this Puri. In this Puri holy center, holy place which you so much like, you shall never die here. You shall die out of this place. And as the situation goes, he is old and he goes out to another village, and that is the place he's almost coming to an end. Of course, he's the great devotee of Jagannath, so he prays. The story goes, Jagannath appears. And then, of course, when Jagannath goes, Vishnu goes, Lakshmi comes. So Lakshmi also goes with him. Then, at the deathbed, he tells, "So Squint, what is your power? You gave me a curse also, it doesn't work." He said, "What are you talking? I told you will not die in Puri." He said, "You are really Bakra." Bakra means, crooked. You don't understand anything clearly. She couldn't believe it. He said, "What is Puri? Where Jagannath is, that is Puri. If he comes here, this is Puri." Devotion. With the devotion, like in a love and affection, when you call somebody, "Hey, donkey, come here." The person will like to hear that word donkey. Why? Because he is loved or she is loved. Hey, anything, any terms of endearment, anything. "You monkey, come here." You love that word monkey. Why? One who loves me calls me a monkey. So nice. Ishvara. In what way shall you describe? Nothing about Ishvara, the totality, is frivolous. Everything is beautiful. That is why when you discover that oneness, being with yourself and with the whole universe at a time, even the suffering becomes a blessing. He knows best why I go through this. Like Sudama. Devotee is not somebody in insurance. I am praying, therefore take care of my child, take care of my husband, take care of my wife. Most devoted people are like that, insurance agent. "God, I am giving you, worshipping you, how can I do this to me?" But the real devotee is, whatever comes, he knows best. If there is a suffering, that is what is supposed to be. I do my best. Thereafter he does his best. You don't question. Why? He knows. That is why Sudama, when he was asked by his wife, "Why don't you go to Krishna and ask for a favor?" And what Sudama says, "My God knows what I want. Why should I ask for it?" To omniscient, you don't give a shopping list. One who knows everything, you don't have to tell them what to do. Make yourself deserving. Do you deserve? Once you deserve, nobody can take it away from you. And as long as you don't deserve, nobody, even if they give, you cannot receive. Why? Because you are a doubting Thomas. Continuously tormented, tortured by your inferiority, complex, your ignorance, your, call it pride, call it obsession, call it whatever you like, you shall never ever understand the truth. The person who knows it, anything is fine. The other day I was reading a nice story. One fellow, he went to catch a train. He went to catch a train. And two friends came to see him off. So all the three of them went to railway station. And then all the three, the train was late. It's Indian Railway. So the train was late. So they went somewhere on the side, they're sitting down and having a cup of coffee. When they're having a cup of coffee, now they're lost in conversation. The train has come. Now the last announcement, whistle. He has to go. So all the three started really run. Two of them could catch. Another one could not. The one fellow left out. He stands there panting and laughing also. So another person comes and says, "Hey, why are you laughing? You missed the train." He said, "Yes, I missed the train. But then why are you laughing?" He said, "Those two fellows came to see me off." Fellow came to see you off, they have caught the train and gone. How do you like it? Situations hilarious, isn't it? Sometimes it may happen to you, sometimes if it doesn't happen to you, also it's hilarious. Why? Good. So what? That whole strength, understand friends, comes out of your being yourself and of course devotion, 100%. There is no doubt that confidence comes from devotion, means real devotion, born of wisdom, born of knowledge, comes out, the sheer confidence comes out of that first knowledge of yourself, Aham Brahmasmi, the Absolute. It's not for something. It's not for somebody you talk about it. You see it for yourself. And once you are aware of yourself, you also recognize how you are inseparable part of totality. As I told you other day, when a tiny cut takes place in the body, the entire body wakes up to heal that little part. Universe responds when anything goes wrong. You start taking food, just think of it, you take food, you overeat. Does the stomach complain or starts digesting? Just think. The stomach doesn't complain. You overeat, you are absolutely individualistic, selfish and stupid, tormenting your own body. Understand? An individualistic, selfish person not only torments others, he torments others because he torments himself, his own body, his own thought, his memories. When the person is a continuous torture and tormentation, where shall be any happiness for others? His happiness shall depend upon other people's misery. I am miserable. If I can make you more miserable, I shall be comfortable. Abba, there are more miserable people in the world. That is why miserable people insist on making other people miserable. They do not enjoy life anymore. No enjoyment of living. And if you are a happy person, other day I went to see a child, so cute, 3 months old, such a cute baby. And that one, only time he cries, he's not a crying baby, always smiling baby. Only time he cries, if the father, mother or a visitor talks loud. Why are you doing? You start like that, immediately his face goes loud. He cries. Why? Can't take. But the adults, their head is so full of noise, they make greater noise outside. That is why they feel comfortable. Why people are so talkative? Person cannot take it. Drowns his mind with his words, restlessness, activity. It drowns his mind. Please appreciate. When you are a happy man, happy with yourself and with Ishvara, that confidence comes up and nothing ever touches you. Death of every kind. Just read this. Yatha nadinam bahavombu vegam samudrameva bhimukha dravanti tatha tavami naraloka viraham Vishanti vaktranya vivijvalanti Yatha pradiptam jvalanam patanga Vishanti nashaya samruddha vega Tathaiva nashaya vishanti lokaha Tavapi vaktrani samruddha vega Yatha pradiptam jvalanam patanga Vishanti nashaya samruddha vegaha tathaiva nashaya vishanti lokaha tavapi bhaktrani samruddha vegaha. So here he sees the passage of time, O Lord. Yatha nadinam bahavo mega, bahavaha ambuvega. Ambuvega, rivers. Has been many rivers continuously in a hurry, moving until they reach the sea. Samudrameva abhimukha dravanti. All the brooks, springs, rivers are continuously running away, cutting across the mountains and deserts. Ultimate destination is they must meet the ocean. Tatha, same way, O Lord. Amiloka Sangha, all these Ami, Naralokaha, all these human beings, all these warriors, every little thing in this world, Tava Vakrani Abhivi Dravanti, Abhivi Jwalanti. Tava Vakrani, they all are entering into your mouth, continuously being swallowed by, consumed by, devoured by the time, the fire of time that you are. Time is such a unobtrusive presence. Nobody sees time, but it's so beautiful, it's so peculiar. While protecting us, it consumes us. It's so graceful because it protects us. Time is holding us. But while protecting us, is awesome, consuming us. If you come here at 4 o'clock, when you walk out from this place at 5 o'clock, for 1 hour you are protected in the womb of time. In the same 1 hour you have aged, completely changing, aging. Hair little more grey, skin little more wrinkled, muscles little faded, color disappearing. You are slowly moving towards ultimate annihilation. The body shall change. Nobody can escape. Only physical body? No. All your deaths of various kinds. Please, whenever we talk of death, average person always thinks of the death of the body. Body is continuously dying, but a dead only once. That also is not a death. It's a change in the totality. That aspect we have seen. But looking at the average individual's perception of life, this physical body, long before it dies once for all, is continuously dying. Your childhood dying, youth coming, youth dying, adult is coming, adult dying, old is coming, old dying, disappointed. Totally disintegrates into the elemental universe. But that is the death of the body. Long before your body dies, you die million emotional death. Death of relationship. When your husband goes, you are no more a wife. Your wife goes, no more a husband. Your father goes, mother goes, no more you are a child. The childhood is dead. There is nobody to call you the son. When your teacher goes, no more you are a student. When the student goes, you are no more a teacher. For whom? 1,000 deaths. Relationship ends. You like something, you like somebody. You can't eat it anymore. You love sweet, but now you are too sweet, dead. You can't eat it anymore. You like fatty, creamy butter and cheese, already highly, high cholesterol, high sugar, high fat, high blood pressure, finished. That also dead inside you. Person you meet in life, passing, clouds. Everything changes. Continuously, all of us are devoured, consumed every moment of lifetime, where we have no choice. Over the changes, you have no choice, but how to face the changes, you have a choice. Are you getting that point, please? Over the changes, you have absolutely no choice. What changes will take place? What disease your body will get after a few days? Do you know? Anybody? Who you shall meet or who you shall never meet? Do you know? Think of it. Where you shall be? Do you know? Nobody knows. Everything shall change. Every moment it changes. Changes you cannot stall, but learning to face the changes from the changeless substratum that you are. When you see, be the changeless that you are, ajo nitya saswatoyam purana, aham ajaha, unborn, nitya, eternal, ever existing. Sarire hanyamane sati na hanyate. Even the body is destroyed, I am untouched. People disappear unaffected. Thoughts change, doesn't matter. Then you are unshaken by this universe. And please understand, universe has no plan. God has no plan to persecute you. Imagine the vast creation. Do you mean to say that it is targeting a single individual for suffering, tormenting, torturing? Human suffering, most of the time, is his. Creation doesn't target you. Time doesn't target you. Simultaneously, everything is changing in the universe. You are not changing faster. But you can be aging faster if you don't know how to take care of your body. Emotionally, you can be a wreck if you don't know how to take care of your thoughts. It's not God is programming pain for you, anxiety for you. The universe is not planning suffering for you. In fact, it is the most exotic spectacle right in front of you, day after day, moment after moment, beginning with the brightest sunrise, to the play of clouds, the change of seasons, the change of colors, change of people, change of scenery, change of everything. Every moment is a riotous presentation, a riot of colors. We don't know how to enjoy it. Why? I'm stuck on my picture of the universe. That is why comes the two words you remember. Jiva Srishti, Ishvara Srishti. Ishvara Srishti, unimaginable, incomprehensible vastness. Jiva Srishti, my dream. This flower, Ishvara Srishti. Jiva Srishti, I hate this, or I love this. If you love this, it is gone. You're missing it. If you hate this, it is around you. You are suffering. In Ishvara Srishti, in the creation of God, there is no pain, misery, suffering. Jiva Srishti, individual likes and dislikes, drive the individual crazy. That is why. You don't change the universe, you change yourself. You don't change anybody, you change yourself. You don't have to change even your own body. You don't have to change even your own thoughts. You have to just change yourself. You know what is happening in today's world, friends. Long before I wrote an article, it's a beautiful thing. You see in the business empire, when by chance there is a pharmaceutical company which has released certain drugs to the world, by chance it appears to be or proves to be defective with tremendous side effect, the company calls it back. All the batches of drugs. If there is a particular car, a particular model, they found out to be defective later on, they recall the entire model. The plane also, anything goes wrong, there is something wrong with the machine, they call it back. They recall all the machines. Imagine, human body, human beings. How many such defective machines we are sending to the society year after year from the college and university corridors? Every machine is defective. Why? Ahankara ridden. You don't go to school, college, university to be free from individuality. You go there to receive a massive dosage on individuality. And these are the people thrown into the world. Go, help others. Will they help others? An empty person, miserable, cannot give any happiness to anybody, because his emptiness must be fulfilled, and that is the paramount need. The person cannot help others. Don't you think it is time to recall these machines? Where is the chance? Where is the time? Once you are gone, who is going to recall? The teachers don't know. The society is unaware. That is where teaching, learning. This Upanishad becomes so beautiful. Long before you enter into the street of life, you better be street smart. Like before you are allowed to take your car to drive in the super fast motorways, highways, you are given elbowed, then along with a responsible person, 1 year probation, then only you get a license. To drive through highway of life, there is no training, no driving test, no license given. Therefore, everybody's licenses, killing each other. Understand, that you kill yourself, it doesn't matter. When you drag others, it matters. Just like in a car crash. If somebody is rash driving, he kills himself. Let him die. Drunk driving and the drunken man dies. World will applaud. Because what can you do? The fellow is killing himself. When somebody is killing himself, how can you help? If you want to be miserable, now who can help you? You insist on eating more and having your stomach upset. Now what do I do? Only people can tell you, don't eat, overeat, don't overeat. They only can say that. But you have to do it. When a person insists on being miserable, who can help? Human beings, very difficult to be handled because there's a personal wish. When you recognize, again, coming to know about yourself who you are. If only everybody can be recalled and given this knowledge, be aware of yourself. Thereafter, what you choose, what food you eat, what you worship, what you don't worship, what you like, what you don't, it's not my problem. Thereafter, Ishvara Ichha, Ishvara Srishti takes over. No more individual plan is there. Your plan fits into the total plan. Absolutely beautiful. Why the environmental disaster? Environmental disaster is caused by this. Jiva Srishti is not matching, harmonizing with the Ishvara Srishti. What is environmental problem? I need a particular something called wooden houses. So million trees cut. Newspaper, so million trees cut. Plant some more, I make fastest money. Planting is difficult. The whole environment is gone. Everybody wants marble or the stone. Mountains are eaten up. Everybody is drinking petrol. How long this fossil fuel will last? Also is gone. So who is destroying it? Think. Harmonizing. In order to do so, harmonize with the creation, Jiva Srishti must be in tune with the Ishvara Srishti. I'm a happy man with myself. Therefore, acceptance of everything is as it is. Whatever I cannot change, I take it as it is. Whatever I can change, I can. Nothing wrong. Beautiful life. Why? Because you cannot escape this. Yatha nadinam bhavom vega, O Lord. As even all the rivers are continuously flowing to lose themselves in the river, everything is always moving towards you. And gives another example. Yatha pradiptam jwalanam patanga vishanti nashaya samruddha vegaha. Patangaha, the insects. Jwalanam pradiptam vishanti. The lit up lamp is there, attracting the insects. The insects are not aware that it's going to kill them. But they go there, samruddha vega, nashaya. In order to kill themselves, destroy themselves, they are running very fast towards what? Destruction. Most human beings also. They run very fast toward destruction. Attraction, understand. When you see the happiness in your liquor, you see the happiness where it is not, you are moving very fast towards your destruction. A deceptive light, you think it shall light you up, it kills you. When you see the unhappiness, when you see the happiness in the object where it is no happiness, you burn yourself. You feel attracted by the glamour of it. And this glamour, listen carefully, this glamour, who imposed on the object? You impose on the object, then you go crazy about it. If you are a conscious person, happy with yourself, but then you choose to impose a certain glamour in an object, you are a free person. That's a different game altogether. You know the Ishvara Srishti as Ishvara Srishti. You enjoy it as it is. Because all the time happy with yourself. But when you impose certain happiness in object where it is not, very soon you destroy yourself. Why? Just like the bear flowing down the Himalayan Ganges river. One day a bear was flowing down. It looks like a kamli blanket. A sadhus, when they die in Himalayas, they drop them. They push them into the Ganges. When they die, they push them into Ganges. Along with a kamli, that blanket. So usually down the river somewhere, other sadhus will be waiting. They drag the thing, take the kamli, dry it up and use it for the next winter. You don't feel bad or good. Dead body, who cares? Anyway. One day a person saw one kamli. Blanket is flowing down. So he goes there, swimming, catches the kamli. As he's pulling the blanket to the shore, the blanket started pulling him. He couldn't believe, how can a blanket start pulling me? That blanket was a black bear. So he took that black bear as a blanket. So when he's trying to catch it, now the bear has got him. Same way. When you see happiness in an object, and you thought you will have a good time, now the good time fellow, the object now trying to catch you, because the object is as empty as the other person is. So two empty people holding on to each other, what type of dance they will have? The dance of death and disaster. You cannot release yourself if the other person is now holding. Ordinary objects, you can dump it just like that. Sweet you are eating, food you are eating, drop it. Things you are smoking something, drop it. Another human being? Empty. Think of it. So ask yourself, that is why, when you are free with yourself, you don't get hooked onto these type of things because you are free with yourself. No more you rush towards that fire of sense object to burn yourself down. But, oh Lord, pradiptam jwalanam pradiptam patangaha nashaya vishanti samruddha vega. With the top speed, they are going into that, like that. Tathaiva nashaya vishanti lokaha. The whole loka, all fields of experiences, human, otherwise, everybody in this universe, O Lord, moving towards you, nashaya samruddha vega. Everybody is rushing towards death. What else? Can you rush towards immortality? You don't need to rush towards immortality. Why? Immortality is you. Mortality you can rush. See how nice it is? So which one is easy to achieve? Maintaining, are you getting that? Maintaining mortality, difficult. It shall change. You have kept your body fit. One knock. This morning there was a newspaper article. Poor one, small engineer from Vellore, had come to Tiruvannamalai for training, fire brigade. Morning, cleaning that road in Tiruvannamalai, mad motorcyclist comes, finished. Poor thing. What a senseless death. Dies, brain dead. Why the newspaper came? Not only for the death because he's a government servant, but also his family gave the kidney, all the parts of the body as the organ donation. Think of it. The person who comes, goes for a walk, goes for a place, visits a place, people expect him to return. What happened? Boom. All the time in life, and as I told you, long before the death of the body happens, other types of death continuously happening. Why? That is what the creation is. Samruddha Vega. Top speed, everybody is rushing towards the death. But they are not aware. It is just like you are cruising along a river. Very slow cruise. And it's so exciting, so enchanting, you forget everything. Then as you are going in, suddenly you hear from a distance the sound of a massive waterfall. Now you know you are caught in the stream. Had you looked at it 100 miles down the line, above up the river, you could have done something, gone back to the shore. But now you are already caught in that. You cannot come back. There is only one way, going down. Lost in the childhood, lost in the youth, lost in the merriment, entertainment, enjoyment, sensations of all kind, the person forgets the end of the physical body, or the end of a relationship, or end of a situation. When he listens to the whispers of death as the old age comes in, frightened, I cannot escape. That is why long before you listen to the whisper of death, you better understand who you are, because death does not target you, cannot target you. Body is not targeted. Body is part of the changing, dying universe. Consciousness, yourself, the awareness is not targeted by time. The timeless, eternal. Ajo nitya saswatayam purana. Unborn, eternal. Therefore, see yourself. You can't change your body. Not necessarily change your thought, only individuality. See yourself who you are. Okay? Having told this, so, this is something natural. Changes will be there. You cannot escape. Be yourself. Anyway, Arjuna sees this like a practical demonstration, how everything is rushing towards death. And he It gives more description. Read. Leliyase grasamanas samantat lokan lokan samagran badanair juladvi tejo bhirapurya jagat samagram bhasastabogra pratapanti Vishnu आख्याहि मे को भवानुग्र रूपः नमोस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातुमिच्छामि भवन्तमाद्यम् न हि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम् लेलीयसे ग्रसमानः समन्तात् लोकान् समग्रान् वदनैर्ज्वलद्भिः तेजोभिरापूर्य जगत्समग्रम् भासस्तवोग्रा प्रतपन्ति विष्णो आख्याहि मे को भवानुग्ररूपः नमोस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातुमिच्छामि भवन्तमाद्यम् न हि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम्. It's beautiful. This whole chapter is only for really for your chanting, the beauty, the grandeur of the theme and the rhyme. As you chant, you see that again and again. The most beautiful chapter to see the vastness every moment. So as you read, even English, you see that English meaning, if you don't know Sanskrit much, and then see that vastness. That is the thing of which, lucky, we are an inseparable part. So everything is continuously running, continuously changing. Can you grasp it? The time, the whole universe, now playing through your body. As Shankara so beautifully nice, Kala Kridati, Gacchati Ayu. Kala Kridati, time plays, longevity ebbs out, life ebbing out. You are not growing young, you are growing old. You can celebrate life, but death is imminent. It comes to an end. Every day we are dying, are we not? Think, friends, you live a whole life, morning, wake up, the beginning of your life, and you slowly get into activity. 12 o'clock, the youth, the height, the peak of activity. Then you slow down. As evening comes, you are slowing down. Sleep, die. Only hope is you shall wake up. Are you getting that point, please? What is the difference between sleep and death? In one, there is a hope of waking up. The other, Mahanidra, finished. Long sleep of death. Every day we are passing through death. Yet, waking up, you are fighting over everything. How lovely. Just think. Just think. One day passes. If you are really sensitive, you cannot make one moment of your life a miserable moment. You cannot misuse even a moment. It's so precious. Ask the person who is dying how precious the life is. He shall barter the entire kingdom. He shall barter his millions and billions in the bank account to live for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years more. But when we are alive and well, we are making ourselves miserable. That is what, O Lord, everybody is eaten up, consumed every moment. Lelihiyase, grasamana samandat, tvam lelihiyase. Lelihiyase means aswadayasi. You are as though tasting it, like a tasty food. The whole universe you are swallowing every moment. It must be very tasty because you are swallowing up the entire universe continuously. Are you getting that point, please? What an imagery. The vast universe continuously being devoured by time. Grasamana samantat. In all directions, you are killing it. Badanair jwaladvihi vadanai. With a mouth full of fire. The fire of time devouring everything. Tejobhi apurya jagat samagram. Samagram jagat tejobhi apurya. Apurya, filling up the samagram jagat, the entire universe. Gross, subtle, causal. The gross universe. And what is your concept of your world, personal world? People are absolutely selfish, uneducated, unconscious, unconcerned. Their world is me, my body. If something happens to my body only, something happens. If it doesn't happen to my body, let everybody die. For some people, the world is my wife and me. Or me, my wife, my child. Or me, my wife, my child, my father, mother. 5, 6 people, maximum. My world collapsed. What? My son died. Or my wife died. That is people's world. My business died. Ooh. So what is your world? One business center, one movie theater, one restaurant, one or 2 places you visit, 1 or 2 people you know. World. Anything happens to that, your world collapses. We are not talking about that little micro world of a person, ignorant person. The macro universe. The whole universe, not only physical, subtle, causal, sthula, sukshma, karana jagat. And continuously changing. Your body is changing, the whole universe changing, your thoughts are changing, you are aging. Simultaneously, the whole existence is aging. At the core, consciousness that you are, ageless, changeless, deathless. When you see that, Tejovir Apurya, Jagat Samagram, the whole universe, filled up with this light of time, as though Bhasasta Ugra Pratapanti Vishnu. Hey Vishnu, Tab Ugra Bhasaha Pratapanti. This brilliance of yours scorch this universe continuously. Akhyai, O Lord, please tell me. Ko Bhavan Ukra Rupa, why have you taken such an awesome dimension? Namastute Devavara Prasida, I prostrate to you. Prostration is natural. More you appreciate the greatness of a person, more your mind is humbled. Krishna, there are thousands of people who worshipped him. There are also Jarasandha, Shishupala. They completely neglected him. Duryodhana, they considered him as an ordinary useless fellow. It happens to everybody. In you there are so many wonderful qualities. If somebody appreciates your wonderful qualities, you are different. Some useless qualities, you are like that. But until you are conscious, listen carefully, even though you have good qualities, you cannot express it to the world. Because you are a victim of because of your ignorance, you become a victim of your selfishness. You know what is good, you cannot do it. Janami dharmam nachame pravrutti. You know you should not angry, you get angry. You know you should not be jealous, you are jealous. Overtaken by the emotions. Ahankara takes over. That is why Jiva Srishti spoils the Ishvara Srishti for you. The individual's micro-universe destroys as though the macro perception. That's why be yourself. Change yourself, not the creation. So Lord of Akhyahi me ko bhavan ugra rupa. Why have you taken such a limitless, massive dimension, O Lord? Vijñātum ichchāmi. I want to know. Bhavantam adyam. What is your beginning? Where do you begin? Where do you end, O Lord? Nahi prajanami tava pravritim. I don't know. Tava pravritim na prajanami. Why you are who you are? I don't know. That shall be clear only when you know yourself. Yet, wonderment shall continue. You know who you are. Yet the creation becomes always an ascharyam, a continuous wonderment. That is why, like a child's excitement of the universe, a wise man also, balavat unmattavat charet, like the wise man moves like a baby or a madman. Baby continuously excited, like a madman, laughing for no reason. Simple. It must begin with yourself. When thus Arjuna says, "Oh Lord, please tell me, why is it so?" Now Krishna says, read, so beautiful. Sri Bhagavan uvacha Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddha Lokan samahartumiha pravruttah Rute pitva na bhavishanti sarve Yeva stita pratyanikeshu yodha Tasmat tvamuttishta yasho lavasva Jitva satrun bhungsvarajyam samruddham Maye veite nihata purvameva Nimitta matram bhava sabhyasachin Sri Bhagavan uvacha Kalosmi loka kshayakrut prabuddha Lokan samahartumiha pravruttah Rute pitva na bhavishanti sarve Yeva stita pratyanikeshu yodha Tasmat tvamuttishta rasho lavasva Jitva satrun bhungsvarajyam samruddham Maye veite nihata purvameva Nimitta matram bhava sabhyasachin Nimitta matram bhava sabhyasachin Underline that little line. Remember again for life. This is amazing. When Arjuna asked, "O Lord, Akhyai me, Bhavan Ugra Rupa," why that infinity expands, this dimension, O Lord, where whole universe is continuously consumed, devoured by your presence. Why? Bhagavan says, Kalosmi, Prabuddha Kalosmi. I am the ancient time. I am the time, Kalaha, Kalayati iti Kalaha, which times everything. I am the Kalaha. Lokan samahartum iha pravritta. Sarvan lokan samahartum, in order to devour, consume all the fields of experiences. Manushya, Deva, Gandharva, Sura, Prani, Udvida. The elemental universe, gross, subtle, causal. Animals, plants, water, desert, anything you call, the whole universe. Samahartum, iha pravritta, busy devouring the universe. Because busy creating the universe. Why this language of death? Listen carefully. You could have said, busy creating the universe. Average man will not be interested in himself until he comes face to face death and annihilation. Suffering turns you back to the source of the river. As long as everything is going nice, how many people go for a checkup in hospital? Nobody is interested in preventive cure. Chalta hai, nadagar de, going on, dekhenge. When time comes, we'll cross the river. You drop dead. How many people take care of this preventive step, knowing themselves? Cultures don't even introduce their children. It doesn't exist in any culture. That you must know about yourself. Either they say you must know about the world, like in a secular world, or you must know about a God in a religious mode. Individual is sacrificed. Individual is supposed to make use of the wealth. So make the world your slave. Cannot do it? Ask for God's help. Or you remember the story? The fellow wanted to get a cycle, but he could not purchase the cycle. But any time he went on praying God, did not get it. Then he said, the best way is, steal the cycle, repent for it. Most people are like that. Steal the cycle, then go and say, I'm sorry, God. That is the culture. Do whatever nonsense you like, then I'm sorry. Oh, I see. Whom are you winking at? And such a God. Because of your conditioning, you feel as though you are forgiven. I was reading the life history of a New Age guru, as I met the person soon, sometimes. God, if you read that life history, you shall never ever believe you will understand the thing. Because most of these lives, and what all things they are promising. Yesterday somebody sent me an email, how sweating and meditating. Sweating meditation. Today you must see the message news. In America, Sedona. In America, Sedona, there is a place in Arizona that is supposed to be energy center of the universe. Like some people consider that in London, that Stonehenge is some people believe, so don't say anything. If you say anything, you are insulting the sentiments of so many people. Anyway, Sedona is energy center of the universe. Anyway, I had gone there once when I went there, when we stayed for the night camping, heavy rain. I said, boy, some energy has come now. So you walked out in the night, folded up our tent and moved. How can we sleep? It's very difficult. Anyway, jokes apart. Today's news, there is a healing center. And they had put people inside, they call it sweat houses. They put people, 30, 40 people, and there will be, what they call in the hot house? Sauna, like sauna, bath. They had put them inside. 2 died, 30 suffocated, 4, 5 totally in danger. Now the police is raiding. What do you do? This new age stuff. You don't have to do anything. You just come and imagine energy is passing through you. Everything will be fine. How nice. So you have got so much empty space for energy to come in. And what is that energy which can move from place to place? Finite one. The whole teaching has gone down the drain somewhere, How many people are exposed to it? Think. And the most wonderful thing is, the wonderment is, even after receiving it, the person doesn't recognize it. The importance of it. Small things of life have become more important. Being myself. See that? Kalosmi. I am the time. Prabuddha Kalosmi. The most ancient, ever-existing time I am. Timeless. Lokan samahartumiha pravutta. Busy devouring the universe. If you say busy creating the universe, the person is not afraid. Suppose you go on giving a chocolate to a person every day. Will he be afraid? Don't know this? Kala damayatam asmi. You remember the 10th chapter, Vibhuti? Kalosmi damayatam. Among the people who control, among the controlling things of life, I am the time. Because the time controls everything. You may be the king. Next moment you are dead. You must be anybody. It just doesn't matter. Time doesn't discriminate. Diseases do not discriminate. Oh, he's a Mr. Universe. He's the president of a country. Who cares? Out. Time kills. That is why, long before time snatches you, can you make best use of the time? Think. Who is a smart man? The tiger is coming to attack you. If you are strong, catch the fellow, ride on him. Whip, take me there. How nice. The whole world will wonder. Because he is riding a tiger. Came to eat me? Like that. The tiger of a time coming to devour you. Catch the fellow. How do you catch him? Be the timeless. Time is inside your womb. Like Ganapati. Massive stomach. Not obese, overeating, a swallowing of the universe existing. The rat representing a mind. Hand full of laddu. Modate modaniyami labdva. Laddu is there or here. The whole universe is enjoying. Modate, modaniyami, modaka, modaka. Modaka means laddu. Modate modaniyami labdva in Kathopanishad. Continuously enjoying the universe. The rat of a mind sitting down there looking. No mischief. If the master says, move, move. Don't move, move, stay. Stay. No question, no. You understand? See, you are the Ganapati sitting there, swallowing up the whole universe, enjoying the sense objects of every kind. The rat of a mind is at your command to do your bidding. doesn't take you for a ride. And this tiny rat, how can it take so heavy Ganesha, tiny mind, to take a ride, to take the infinity for a ride? Impossible. What an icon. Huh? Every icon is like that. You see yourself there. Shivoham, Shivoham. Narayanoham, Narakantakoham. What all language? Absolute. Every moment you see the truth for yourself. Bhagavan said, Kalosmi. Lokakshayakrut iha pravritta. Rite pitwana bhavishanti sarve. Hey Arjuna, you remember what you are telling? I don't want to kill anybody. Hatopi Madhusudana, oh Lord, even if I am get killed, naham manye, I am not going to kill anybody. Rute pitwana bhavishanti sarve. Even if you don't kill, none of these fellows are going to survive. Yevastita pratyanikeshu yodha. All the warriors that are standing in front of you, none of them are going to survive, even if you don't raise your weapon. Why? Maya eva nihatah purvameva. By me, they have already been killed. When a child is born, you shall never know whether he is going to be a great man or a criminal. But you can safely predict it shall die. Maya eva nihata purvavema. You have already been killed. Yet, how much people struggle to live. Eh? Instead of enjoying that life, what are you doing? Killing yourself. Perceptions, thoughts, emotions, sensations. Oh God. You have already been killed. And you cannot escape that death. You cannot escape the change. When the person feels disappointed, when you stall the changes, an old man knew better. An old man who was deaf and he was sitting down in a club. He is little deaf, partially deaf. So his friend comes and tells him, I'm sorry, your uncle died. He said, what? He's asking, because he's deaf, no? I'm sorry, your uncle died. He said, what? No man, I said, I'm sorry, your uncle passed away last night. He said, what are you talking? No, I told your uncle you have to bury. He said, oh, he was dead, what else to do? If he's dead, what else to do? You have to bury, no? He didn't understand the sentimental reasons for before it. He knew. Why? If somebody is dead, what should you do? Keep home. Souvenir, huh? You have to bury. The fellow is gone. When a situation dies, should you sit down and cry or bury it? A person passes, situation dies, job goes, house goes, husband goes, wife goes, children go, people go, everything goes. Bury them. They are buried in time, continue to live. The people who are buried don't think they will feel disrespected. They will feel happy that you are going ahead with your life. You are not crying over the dead. Asochyan annusochasto. Understand? Anytime, anywhere. Before you are written off, if you write off, what a person you are. Before death kills you, if you kill the death, that's wisdom. Before time takes care, you take care of time. Preempt the move. Before you are touched, before the time touches you, you are in timeless. That is the first thing to be seen in life. Why? Because that is the only thing certain, other things are uncertain. What is definitely certain about your life? Death. We are not facing the immediate moment. We are planning for 5th year, 10th year, 20th year, what shall I do? Death, you may die now. Have you seen the deathlessness? Situation can change. You know how to face it? A person whom you hold as precious can die, can change. Cyber crime. Your whole money is taken away from the bank. Government confiscates it. Something somewhere. Why? Don't ask. It happens. That is what is all about. Uncertainty. Any time anything can happen. Do you think ever anybody believed that the entire royal family of Nepal will be wiped out? Then later on that king of the brother will be the king. And now the whole royalty itself is gone. Kingdom gone. Kings are gone. Everything is gone. Democracy. Communist takeover. Could you think of it? If somebody would have told 10 years before, what shall you say? Fantasy. Why the king should die? Why his wife also should die? Why everybody must pass? Why these changes should take place? But that is what happens. Until it hits, you don't understand. Trikaladarshi, Duradarshi. Duradarshi means far-sighted. Who is far-sighted? Before it hurts you, you know it. You know how to handle it. Death does not need a great far-sightedness. Every moment, everybody is dying. Situations are changing. People are disappearing. How do I face myself? It is not what is happening, that people are disappearing, things are changing. My reaction creates problem for me. Remember that statement. It's like a golden statement. It's not what the other person says. Don't ask why somebody says something. Ask, why do I react? Because what creates problem for you is your reaction, not the other person's speech or action. Time passes, life changes. My reaction to it. Who am I? When I know myself, then it's different. Hey Arjuna, you cannot kill. You think, you said you are not going to touch anybody. Don't worry. Maya eva niyatah purvameva. Everybody has been killed by me. Therefore, uttishtha, tasmatam uttishtha, get up. Yasolavasva, gain the victory, gain the glory. Jitva satrun, conquering the enemy, bhungshva rajyam samruddham, enjoy this kingdom. That is for you. Why? Dharma yuddha. It's not he's granting a favor to Arjuna. You know from the beginning under what circumstances the war started. That is why you should know it. Or else say, oh, only Arjuna should be protected. Don't talk nonsense. From the beginning, if you know, because they are forced to the battle. They did not initiate a battle. A wise man will never initiate a problem. A sensitive person never initiates a problem. You are forced to initiate. It's like Abail mujhe maar. You are sitting there and asking the cow, come and hit me. What can you do? The person says, no, I don't want to get into problem. But no, the person drags you into problem. What do? Knock. No choice. They don't want to fight. You live your life. The kingdom is yours. Give our half, you take your half. I have nothing to do with you. Then, no, I will not give. Not even a needle point land we shall give, the Kauravas says. Therefore, okay. Shama, Dana, Veda, the friendship, the charity, the Veda, diplomacy, everything over. Only one way left out, danda, punishment. Arjuna, what can they do? There is a prince, he cannot run away. If prince runs away, the entire kingdom is at the mercy of the dictators, unrighteous administrators. He must fight. And Arjuna, Dharma Yuddha, you shall win. Jitva Santrun Bhuksho Rajyam Samuddham. And for that, Arjuna, don't think you are going to kill. Remember it. Etch it in your mind. Nimitta matram bhava sabhyasachin. Hey sabhyasachin, be an instrument in my hand. Nimitta matram bhava. Be an instrument. This is the ultimate declaration. Can you be an instrument in life? In instruments do not attribute any glory to itself. If I write a beautiful essay, the pen does not take the credit. When the universe, the totality, writing something through me, speaking something through me, how this body can take a credit? That is why yadyad vibhutimas sattvam srimadurjitameva tattadeva gachatvam mamate zonsa sambhavam. Here, Arjuna, wherever you see any little touch of glory, understand that as mine. If there is any perversion, it is human individual. Without individuality, you cannot make a beautiful emotion ugly. Any emotion is beautiful. You can make it beautiful. If you don't know, you make it ugly. Have you seen a child when insists? This morning as I went from the class, baby comes up. Runs with a slate from somewhere. I say, okay, boo, my mommy. And she's all, chocolate in one hand. I always told him only one, not more, one. So she remembers now. One, and chocolate. I said, no, baby, no chocolate. No, I want. Now, when the child is stubborn, do you slap? You like it. Why? Look at this idiot. So stupid, but so stubborn. Why? Because in that, there is no viciousness. You love the stubbornness of the child. So cute. Why? So sweet, this fellow. I want this sweet. Okay, take it. Once you take it, singing and running away. No problem. But when a grown-up person becomes stubborn, how do you like it? Go to hell. Why? Individuality is strong. And by chance the person is stubborn and you give in. The person thinks it's a victory. The person doesn't think it's a favor. An adult, are you getting that? When an adult is stubborn, he thinks it's a victory. That is why you can kick them from top to bottom. Absolutely no problem. Why? Idiots. Understand? Nimitta matra. We shall see tomorrow more of it. It's an amazing line. Look at your life. Are you an instrument? Your body an instrument. Your thought instrument. An instrument not only never takes credit, neither he attributes discredit. Both ways. Are you getting that? Instrument not only never takes the credit for activities, neither takes the discredit. Sometimes you, oh, I'm so humble. Good things are God's, bad things are mine. Why so generous? Everything is His. How can I give bad things to? Where are you existing? To that person, what can you talk? These are all sentimental nonsense. Passes as religion. How can I give anything bad to God? Oh, I see. God has limited only, He has a place for good things, right? And what is your concept of good things? There is nothing good or bad in this universe. Bad or good? Bad or good? If this hand goes to you, ayayo. Myself? Good or bad? While hitting a mosquito, you hit yourself. Does your left hand go and, hey, what is this? You are hitting the right leg. Everything is Ishvara, everything is you. Every action is beautiful. You live through a body, live through your mind. Instrument drops, you are with yourself. Ishvara takes over. You allow it to be taken over. Allow. Who are you to allow? You be yourself, attitude automatically takes over. Devotion. We shall see more of it tomorrow morning. Please close your eyes. As usual, before you come to class tomorrow, do not talk to anybody. Quiet. Sit down, think over this verse a little. Sit down in the class. 6:30 we shall see. Close your eyes.